So I see.
There you go.
And we're going?
Yes.
I didn't see the red light.
Did you hear the music?
We're live? We're live. We're live? We're live. Sweat Equity Podcast and streaming show, pragmatic entrepreneurial advice.
We'll do it live!
With some wiener jokes. I'm your host, Law Smith. Sitting to my right, your left, on the dials, Eric Redinger.
Almost?
Eric Redinger?
Not really.
Redinger.
That's it. Never again.
Listen to this podcast on iTunes, Apple Podcast app, Spotify, Laughable, YouTube, Facebook, Vimeo, LinkedIn, your mom's Walkman.
Your dad's Walkman.
Your dad's Walkman with that headset, that original iPod, whatever it is. Make sure to, the cheat code for us is to subscribe, rate, review. That pumps us up the business charts. We want to be the disruptor on the business. How funny would it be if we're like top 25 business podcast one day?
Yeah, that'd be hilarious.
I think it'd be great. We're not supposed to be there. That's why I think it'd be funny.
Yeah, do it in spite of things.
Yeah, that's a free way to help out the show. Subscribe, rate, review. You can hashtag GirthyRI, hashtag 69B2B, and hashtag Sweat Equity Pod. Another way to support the show. We want to try out. I got.
Stay focused.
No, I have like popcorn in my throat. Is Venmo us directly? We're doing it like some thirsty bitches on Instagram and on all the TikTok. Yeah, we're fucking Instagram models. Why not? So Venmo us at Eric Redinger. That's Eric Dash Redinger. That's ERIC dash READINGER. And at LawSmith34, LAWSMITH34. Hit us up directly.
We'll do something for it.
I'll do something. It's like your own cameo.
Not making out again.
This episode 267 is brought to you by Grasshopper. Try grasshopper.com/sweat. Gets you $75 off an annual business phone line. Don't be a jabroni. Don't have like a Google Voice number or it go right to your cell phone. You go, hello? Who dis? Oh shit.
Who dis here?
Sorry, I forgot. Get your side hustle on with trygrasshopper.com/sweat. Do $75 off an annual plan. It helps the show. It helps you out. $75. That's the biggest promo code I've heard on any podcast.
Ever.
ExpressVPN. Try expressvpn.com/sweat. Get you 3 months off an annual plan. Get some anonymized web browsing. Did you know you could watch The Office that's in the other countries? The show The Office. Did you know that The Office has like 20 different versions?
I did. And you know who I heard that from? I heard it from this guy on a podcast named Law Smith who told me the last time we did a podcast.
Did you know that?
I did.
Well, try expressvpn.com/sweat. Get you 3 months off.
Give me money.
Your annual plan. That hooks us up. That hooks you up. That's what we call 60/90 B2B, guys.
That's what we call that.
And lastly, Warby Parker, warbyparkertrial.com/sweat. Get 5 free pairs of eyeglasswear, sunglasswear, prescription works, all that stuff. Try them on at home. Warby
5 free pairs.
5 free pairs. Don't get ripped off by big eyewear. Get the disruptor in the eyeglass, sunglass game, warbyparkertrial.com/sweat. Let's get this started. Hotty toddy!
Oh, boy.
What about my sweat equity? Sweat equity. Sweat equity. My sweat equity. My sweat equity. Sweat equity. What about my sweat equity?
Oh.
We're doing this one live, man. Almost barely got through that live read.
I know. God, you're telling me. Ooh, my mic sounds bad. Oh, there we go. Okay. Sorry.
Hot mic. Let me share this while we're going live.
Okay, this is turning into a little bit of a habit now. Where you? Oh my God, for real? Oh my God, I hate this. I'm so sorry, everyone.
It's all right. I'll vamp. We're doing this live because we found that, if we don't have a guest, we might as well go live. We did it live for a while as a gimmick because Facebook gave like any page you follow, it used to just tell you when we go live. I don't know if that's the same right now. I know if we make a Facebook group, which we should soon, that it'll tell everybody in the Facebook group. But look,
you have one.
Unfortunately, Facebook is very much still alive, no matter how many people don't want to admit it. You sound good now. Yeah.
I know. Sound really good.
A lot of people don't want to admit that they still have. It's like hooking up with an ugly chick
Yeah.
or an ugly dude if you're a lady, or maybe whatever your preference is. But it's like hooking up with an uggo. Like everybody still has it.
Sure.
Sure.
The Facebook it still has it. You're not owning these people. It's just like I don't know if that's a good metaphor.
No, I'm saying everybody still has Facebook, still goes in it. Remember the LinkedIn kind of people throwing shade about LinkedIn? We used to make the joke a while back that we're big on LinkedIn.
Yeah,
It's
and
still-
now we actually are though, for real.
We still want to be. I mean, look, for us, for a business podcast, that's where we need to be going live. But we've got.
It's for LinkedIn, man. It's us on LinkedIn.
If I can get any help, look, I'll put it out there. Anybody that works at LinkedIn, if they can help this show out, someone's put the kibosh on us being able to be an influencer that goes live. And I see people with numbers. Like I've got like 5,000 connections because I'm a LinkedIn whore. Our page has,
Dude, I've got double
our page
that.
has a lot of people on it. So I've submitted us like every quarter probably
Dude,
for the last couple of years.
Yeah.
And I don't get it. We're a real business podcast, whereas the other ones are real self-promotion kind of vessels.
Well, they're like, you can't say.
Did you come in?
You can't say that. You can't say.
Like in the first 5 minutes.
Do it live! Fuck it!
Yeah. You were saying I can't cuss in front
I
of
guess
the
we
first
did-
5 minutes for YouTube, but
Fucking thing
I
sucks!
don't even like YouTube.
We don't really have a YouTube presence because that's a whole other beast. If someone knows the cheat code there, I'm all ears. Like,
Yeah. Good luck talking to somebody at YouTube headquarters.
I feel like we have a better chance of talking to someone at YouTube than we do at LinkedIn because LinkedIn's Microsoft and it's like very closed off. And
I've tried YouTube when we were doing Garbage Garage. We had an episode with John J. Murray.
what's Garbage Garage for the listeners that don't
It's a
know?
show where we went through the garbage. We talked about it. It was a Adult Swim style late night talk show.
It was
filled
in your
with a garbage
garage.
wall.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was.
Anyways,
Call it. What do you want to call it?
funny.
It was
Anyway,
funny. It was like it was very Tom Green vibe.
I'm still thinking about bringing it back
We should.
right now.
Yeah.
Let's stop.
But you have to get.
How long have we been on?
You got to get John Paul involved.
Yeah, he'll be in. Anyways, we had a video with a friend of the program, John J. Murray from Something Planet podcast, in which I don't remember the exact. Oh, we had used the song "Blurred Lines,"
Okay.
And
Popular
it-
in 5,
and
6
it got
years
pulled.
ago.
It got pulled because of that, not because of the defecation situation at the end. Like that part was fine.
Defecation situation.
I'm not gonna elaborate.
Don't elaborate.
They pulled it because of the blurred lines thing.
Yeah.
And I had not backed up the video. I had put on YouTube. And I was like, okay, well, I can just download it and re-edit it. They had deleted it. And I could not email anybody. Like, there was nobody to talk to.
Yeah.
And this was years ago. Like, it's not, it was probably 8 years ago.
Well, here's the deal with a lot of that stuff. If you spend a lot of money, so I get asked a lot of questions. Hey, can you fix a bad Google review that was given to another business, not mine?
Yeah.
And I'm like, I'm not a Google agency. I should be. I spend enough money. I still have accounts, Google ad accounts that spend enough. I think you need to spend like, I don't know, $5,000 a month or something. There's some kind of high ad spend number, but I still have enough accounts that's like I should be on there, but we're not. And then I'm a Facebook agency, so I have more leeway there. Like I have someone I can contact that's not just a number, like
Yeah.
a 1-800 number.
Yeah.
Same goes for LinkedIn, same all that stuff.
But that's ads.
No. But you still
I
can
had
get
Google
through
Ads
your
people.
person, but you can get to the person. It's just like anything in life, right?
Well, I didn't know that.
But it's just like anything. Like you got a guy. You spend enough money with anything, they're gonna treat you a little bit better. You got someone to talk to, right?
They're pretty good. I mean, you really don't have to spend that much to get a representative. Like they have I've never actually talked to them or gotten any
To get
advice.
real
So I'm like,
answers. Have you done it lately, like in the last year?
no.
Yeah, it's bad. It's like
Oh.
that's just scalability. It's gone. It's too much, right? They really wanted all these platforms, Pinterest included, TikTok. It now has a lot of advertising aspects to it. They grow too quickly and they don't focus on the customer service because they know They know the audience is used to figuring it out on their own a little bit.
Yeah.
Right?
Can't you find a video on YouTube?
Anybody that's
tells you how
not
to do it.
Even anybody that's used to good customer service, client service experience, they don't expect this entity to have it like do it well, right?
Yeah.
So
Well, that's just in general now.
right.
Any sort of online anything to have a human on the other end, that's not a thing
And
anymore.
one thing that's been brought up a bunch, and if you go back to listen to our guest from episode 266 with Keith Dobman, we got a hold of each other because I put it out there. Anybody that wants to ask us questions, like anybody that's watching this live and wants to ask us anything, go ahead. It doesn't have to be business associated, but we'll do our best. It's one of those things where he was asking me, how can I get a chat going on my website? I feel like I've been talking to a lot of people about it, so I'll throw it out there now. Driftapp.com. Drift, it's a free app. If you have a website, if you have your own business, you can throw this little chat box in.
Yeah.
You can turn on and off whether you're chatting to someone. Like, you can make hours. So it goes right to your phone.
Yep.
Just like a DM if you don't have any support. You know, you're doing your own business. Everything's going through you kind of thing. If you have Slack, it'll integrate with that really quickly.
Yeah. It's
Or
by far the
seamlessly.
best one.
And now they have
And it's
video.
free.
They have video chat now, which closes. Here's the reason I push it. That chat box, while annoying to a lot of us, right? We don't remember that it actually works. So you go to Verizon.com, they do it the worst because it's not even a chat. It's a chat bot.
Yeah. I don't get annoyed by the chat popping up. I don't mind having to close it.
I get
It's
annoyed
like,
that it pretends to be someone typing on the other end.
Yeah.
Where it has the little three
that's
dot
just
bubble.
a you problem. That's just you.
I think a lot of people don't like that.
Well, you know.
I thought you were about to
Did
play
you
a
tell the
sound cue.
robot about it?
I did. I said I don't like. Well, it's like getting those voting text things that I'm getting. I don't know why you're not getting them, but people are
Off
like,
the grid, baby.
I've said it to you a bunch today already. I want less people voting. I do not rock the vote.
Right.
I'm looking right at the camera. Do not rock the vote.
I'm gonna switch the cameras on you though.
I can watch. I've got enough. I'm agile enough.
Watch, you can't do it.
Do not rock the
look how
vote.
slow
I want
you are.
people to be over 30 to vote. It's either I want people 15 to vote or 16 to vote because you're driving, or I want people like over 32. What do you think about that?
Anybody or nobody? How about just
I know.
let babies vote?
Either we go 16.
Let dogs vote.
Like, did you know some like cities have voting, like for the civic stuff at 16?
Well, yeah, you could probably marry your cousin at 14. So,
This is D.C. D.C. is one of the cities that does it.
oh well,
You know.
hick town. What can I say?
Yeah. Washington D.C. always been considered hick town.
you know what they say about it.
Now I'm rooting around my brain. What was the thing you wanted to bring up?
What?
Swipe night.
Oh, swipe night on Tinder.
Yeah.
Ooh man.
Tell me about
So
it.
dramatic.
Well, I didn't know a good segue to get into it, but
Well, yeah, there's no good segue. But if anybody's on the dating apps, Tinder introduced this new, not AR, but just kind of like choose your own adventure thing that.
it's a feature on the app.
Yeah, it takes you through like this or that. You're in this story and you this or that, and then it matches you with people who had similar answers.
So what's the story scenario? Like
It's like a comet's coming to the Earth, and then something goes bad, and all hell breaks loose. It's like
Yeah.
apocalyptic,
yeah.
which I thought was a bit much.
Well, it's
You
it's a
know.
big theme in a lot of movies, right? A lot of popular digest, I'd say, right
Yeah,
now.
it's just a dating app. I mean, goddamn.
Well, I'm thinking of the guys that have to, you work for Tinder and they're like, okay, they go to you work in the marketing department and they're like, all right, you've been assigned to basically make some kind of video game that
Well,
meets a movie
This is
that's
what-
very
yeah.
personalized.
Well, John Paul, Timpaniac Pictures, was talking about
Or
how
pro-
this
or
is a
sometimes
new,
producer, yeah.
This is a new like avenue of video stuff where it's like they had to film, boop, boop, boop. You go this way, you go that way, and it's just like it's really not that complicated. I don't think to film. I mean,
If
the
you're a
production
math-
quality
all right,
was really good. But
If you're a math nerd, it's conditional logic. It's a decision tree.
Yeah.
We've all had to do these, right?
Yeah.
In some kind of math class where You have to draw out the carrots of like, okay, if this goes this way, this
Right. Yeah.
choose that.
But what I was saying to you, the funny thing was that, like, at some point in the story, you have to choose between saving a girl and a dog.
We want to know
And-
if women have the same choice. Women that
First of all,
that are looking
yeah.
for men on this app, we got to kind of clarify. Does it give you the same option, which it probably does? I doubt it changes it from dog, either save the dog or save a guy.
You think it does not change? You think it's save the girl or save the dog for
yeah,
everybody?
Yeah.
Right. Which is what I would. But if we're wrong, let us know. But it just, I just thought it was very interesting because it was like you matched.
There's a lot to unpack.
You matched on 2 out of 3 questions, except for that one. Literally, no girl chose to save the other girl. I think who at some point was being a whore or something. I don't remember, liar. Or whatever.
Well, there's the thing, and it's a Liza Schlesinger bit about like, here's the reason women hate other women. It's primal. It's tribal. It's
sure. Yeah.
no. I mean, it's such a great bit. She talks about like how the reason gossip exists, the reason women share information like that. It's primal. It's because you had tribes and you had it's a fucking amazing smart bit from like her like 4 specials ago. But I think War Paint was what it was called. But it's an awesome bit because that makes sense, right? So when the whole thing that we laugh about as guys, the first layer kind of thing we laugh about is like, women hate other women kind of thing, right? Right? If a woman wears the same thing as another woman in a party, it's a big deal. Still, that's an old trope, right? An old comedy trope.
Yeah.
I just think it's funny.
Yeah.
All right.
I thought you were gonna say something else.
I have more to that. But I felt like I cut you off. So
I just thought it was weird how many people chose to not save the human. I mean, it's still a human, right?
So
and they don't really and they also don't really give a lot on the implications of saving. I mean, are we talking about she's getting her dress dirty from falling down in the dirt, or they're gonna like do some horrible shit to this woman? You don't know.
All it says is save.
Right, save them. No, just save them. Okay, well, if it's saving, I guess you have to pick the. How are you picking a dog?
Because it's
I love
emotional.
my dog,
it's
but-
emotional, right?
It's not even your dog.
It doesn't matter. The dog can't speak. That's why we're so attached to dogs, I think. Because all they can do, look, I love your dog. Polly, he's right out. I shouldn't say his name because you say it 3 times, he might Beetlejuice us.
Yeah.
But,
Ball of hair show up.
but his normal face is smiley because he's
Yeah.
a golden retriiever. And
Yeah.
That's just how they are. They've been bred
as
to
hell.
be that way.
Yeah.
So we love dogs because they unconditionally love you, right? Whereas a human doesn't.
Yeah, tell me about
You
it.
ever read the news report to someone like read out loud, man, whatever it was, this plane went down, 80 people died, 10 dogs. And you'll hear women like be like, oh, like for the dogs every time.
I don't know. I have a thing about reading depressing news out loud to people. Just
Your
not
brunches are different than mine.
my thing.
You've never been around and someone just blurts out a news story that's going on and then
Your brunches.
we do. I do very sad brunches, I guess.
Yeah.
Here's what I'm saying. All right, so there's a lot to unpack here because also you can make a case. Tinder is saying that women equal dogs.
Ooh, that is controversial. I feel like we are treading on
We didn't make it.
thin ice.
If you
didn't
reverse
say
engineer this game, right?
Yeah.
As we're kind of doing. I don't know why I did it like
How
walking.
dare you, Tinder?
If you read into
They're
news,
I mean, that's, they're humans.
because choose your own adventure. If you break down how the game, the kind of game theory of it, and you go backwards, it gives you equal things to choose from each time.
Yeah, I don't know. It's really
Chutes and ladders.
It has its flaws for sure because if you take too long, it'll choose for you.
I'm under the premise the game theory is supposed to be even throughout, no matter what.
Well, I would assume so
Right.
because then to move on, it wouldn't be. You'd have to have the same number of
In
choices.
a PR age where you can't really do anything, it's going to get you to almost the same outcome, probably, is
Yeah.
what I'm saying. It can't discriminate, right?
Right.
in any which way.
Yeah.
We are in the most PR sensitive era of all time. And so it's just funny. I think if you're making the game,
Like, just the fact that you're saying that,
it's a bummer.
you're so entitled.
I am an entitled white guy. Do you see the white in my beard?
Yeah, dude. You're getting very wise.
I'm getting very
in the
wise.
beard.
Yeah. Look
Yeah,
at that.
dude. Crazy. Mine's getting gray too. It's stress.
Stress for sure. But that's not.
The thing with the president
It's
is
a good.
real.
You know what? Well, let's look at that in a positive light. That means we're living. That means you're doing shit.
What?
You know?
What?
I'm trying to spin this into something good.
What?
That means you're doing shit.
I don't give a shit.
You ever met someone that's not stressed at all ever? They're terrible.
Are they though?
Their biggest concern is hacky sack, man. I don't want that. I want a little bit. I don't want too much. Too much is bad for sure.
Yeah, but if you
Live
know,
between the nautical
there's
beacons.
big stress, little stress. I'll take the little stress.
Little stress for sure, but no stress is no good.
Sure.
Use it as a positive.
Yeah. Huh.
All right. But swipe night. So where'd you end up?
I think I died.
You died in the game?
Yeah. No, I don't remember. It's just like I don't really know what it means. It's like go back to the house or go to a car. It's like what does that say about me? What does that matter? There's a lot of stuff that was kind of like what? Like,
Oh, that I get.
doesn't-
You don't get that?
no, not really.
All right.
like
So it's basically asking when shit breaks down. Are you a person that runs to seek help, or do you go right towards it? If there's a fire, this is like an old
it's not the same
philosophical.
for this though. This is like apocalyptic things happening around you.
Right. We have to remember
This was like, do you hunker down or do you?
this is on Tinder.
the-
So you
hit the
basically
road.
are like, what would you do with a half chub in making decisions and if apocalypse was happening?
Which way did the hot chicks go?
Right. And I bet you're right. Most guys would save the human, whereas most women would probably save a dog. If we're speaking very generally.
Very, very generally.
Right. Very broad strokes. But I'm saying, like, you're also on a dating app that really is, the premise is still, even though it doesn't really work out that way for most of the users, the premise is let's meet up and hook up. This is a way to do that.
Mm-hmm.
And so you have to have the empathy of the user going through it.
Yeah.
This is no Zelda, my friend. I'll tell you that.
It's the first iteration of anything that
It's
I've
not. It's
seen
been
like
around
this.
for a while.
This has?
Yeah,
Swipe night?
I just never went on it.
It's a
I've seen
new
the
thing
promo
to
for
me,
at least
then.
a year and a half.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm cool.
So,
Anyways,
all right.
I don't have anything else to say about it.
Nothing else?
I'm over it.
No?
I've swiped left on it.
I like it.
I'm afraid to cricket myself.
Well, I like these choose your own adventure kind of ideas. It gets murky though. In the way I just kind of tried to pull it apart, I think there's going to be a lot of people that would do the same. If you work for BuzzFeed, that's exactly what you would do. If BuzzFeed is the thing anymore.
I don't know. Was it you and I talking about this before? Maybe John Paul. But I think that it's not going to be that popular because when people want to sit down and relax and watch a movie, they don't want to be making decisions and being involved in it because then that turns into just like a video game.
No, I just see a popularity of Twitch, of a lot of video games for almost everybody now. From ages, you see my kids that are 2 and 3 that are
Well, yeah, no, but
they're
that's
into it all the way to like 50, 60-year-olds playing a sort of video game.
Well, sort. I'm just saying, like, if it's marketed or put out like it's more of a game than a show.
Well, you're
like
playing
on
Fortnite,
Netflix.
right?
Oh yeah.
So what
all in
But what are you getting out of it?
XP, bro.
What's that?
Experience points.
Okay. But no,
V-Bucks.
I'm not. I don't dog video games altogether. I'm not
With
one of
my
those
kids,
guys.
my kids.
No. I'm not. Even if you didn't, I don't dog it. I think it's strategy. I think too much of that is bad. Moderation in terms of moderation only, including moderation or whatever that quote is.
Everything in moderation, including moderation.
Yeah, the Oscar Wilde quote. And so that thing of like, just a blanket statement, video games are a waste of time. I don't think so.
Yeah.
I think you can definitely binge on them too much, and it's a lot of wasted time.
Right. But
There's a
that's
lot
not-
of college football seasons on Dreamcast. I wish I'd learned Italian. You know, like I've spent so much time. I could have easily learned like 5 languages. I know there's a way around that thinking. Like I
barely
wouldn't.
read English good.
I don't read English good. That's for sure.
But whatever. That's not even my point is like these choose your own adventure things. They're just so like in between and like not like I don't turn on Netflix looking for that.
Not
you
yet.
know? Not yet. But like, do you?
You used to not turn on Netflix. Remember, it was in the mail.
But do you understand what I'm saying? Like,
can
there's
be
like
coached.
a mindset where it's like I'm gonna watch something and turn my mind off. Or I could play a video game, which is going to be much more interactive and entertaining than this choose your own adventure thing that you have to come back to every 5 minutes that you weren't paying attention to anyways.
You just made up rules. You just made rules for it that may not exist. What I'm saying is, what they're. Oh, you spill your drink?
No.
Wow, can't take you anywhere.
What all flapped up?
What I wanted to do was just randomly call some friends.
Oh God.
You want to call Theo?
Yeah, call Theo Vaughn. See how this goes.
Let's see if he even picks up. I'll put him on speaker.
No, I doubt it.
Your call has been forwarded.
Right to voicemail,
damn.
you loser.
God damn it!
God, you are such
Feels
a
so bad.
dork.
It feels so. That doesn't fool anybody, by the way. The right to voicemail.
Oh yeah, one ring and right to voicemail.
Yeah, he's probably doing his show.
Oh yeah, too busy doing his thing. He definitely wasn't like this fucking guy and hang you right up.
Oh, he texted me back. Sorry, you have a
Lose
huge-
my number.
huge
That's what it
penis.
says on there.
Yeah. No, I just thought that would be a fun little segment to do to embarrass me.
This has been Law's embarrassing phone call segment brought to you by Roan.
Roan, tryroan.com/sweat. Good luck if that link works for you.
Yeah.
We're not sure if our affiliate advertisers doing the job. Veritone 1, I believe. So I got a little something for the rest of the show because we're rounding it out right now.
Okay. Well, I'm ready to hear it.
Well, no, I had
Anytime now.
someone ask me that's a writer how to kind of get their stuff going on a shoestring budget. And I'm trying to figure out how to help. I'm trying to go like, well, look, maybe I can do like.
Horseback rider?
I don't want to say anything because it's what the subject matter is, just because it's I don't know. I don't want to.
Motorcycle rider?
There's been
Bicycle
3 or 4
rider?
people hit me up, but one in particular.
What vehicle are they riding?
A writer or a writer? Did I say writer? Writer? Oh,
Do it live. I'll write it and we'll do it live.
I mumble. I'm sorry. I can't help
Giving
it.
you a hard time.
I've got big teeth and a little mouth, as my dentist
What?
used to say. She was a mean gal. But here's what I'm saying is, how do you get a brand out there? And I said, hey, don't follow what I'm doing for Sweat Equity. It's not the best. I have that thing where it's hard to market, brand yourself.
Yeah.
I get it more than anybody. I have to really assign people to talk shit to me. What we do on this podcast a lot is put shit out there that we're going to do, and hopefully, or I do it to you or John Paul in the room, and kind of hopefully it'll be like, hey, what was that thing you were doing?
Yeah.
You know? I like that kind of accountability measure. So a lot of people can do that, but what I said was repurposing content is something I've really been thinking about as just a philosophy, right? If you write content right now, a lot of people will do it on their Facebook page only, or they don't do it on a website. They do it in a rant in an IG video or something like that. And my biggest thing is, all I want to put in I had a boss that was like, everything that you do well is a marketing opportunity for your business. Just like he plugged that in my brain, I'm trying to plug it in a lot of people's brain. Anything that you're doing that's like original content, that's your angle, right? That you're doing, see if you can repurpose that. Get all the meat off the content buffaloes we've talked about for years.
Well, something like I will do is use Evernote and just anything that I'm going to do and put out multiple places, I started in Evernote. And that just is like, all right, this is where episode titles and copy goes and boom, boom, boom. And then I'm just copying, pasting, boom, because if you do the thing where you write it on Facebook, there could be whatever issues, with hashtags.
Well, I see a lot of people writing a
whatever.
note in the Apple Notes, taking a screenshot, and then putting that out. And I'm like, well, you're definitely not getting the benefit. I mean, that might work if you have to get it on Instagram or Pinterest or something, but like you're losing a lot of SEO over time if you just don't put it on a website. You've been doing a great job getting these episodes, transcribed and putting them on the website.
Not recently.
Okay. But I'm saying for a clip, you did. Look, I have no
For a clip.
I've got no room to talk because I've been shit in the bed.
Yeah, what do you do?
Getting the email marketing and a bunch of other things going. Yeah, we're going through some stuff. Look,
Oh, man.
but I can use that excuse until I can't. And it's one of those things where, what do you really want to do? Okay, you want to get more ears. You want to get more eyeballs on you. The hard part is what we're doing right now is finding that angle. The easy thing is really finding just a dummy schedule template to go, okay, take this video, transcribe it in otter.ai for free. If I don't know if you can do it for free.
Well, that's what we blasted through the free. Well, I had to stop.
It's not
the
for free
subscription.
anymore. Yeah. I don't talk about it. If you do it live, if you record it while you're going live,
We'll do it live. Fuck it.
fuck it, we'll do it live. It'll record. There's other ones out there now that I haven't looked into, but there's definitely competition. You could just do it through Siri, honestly. Or
What?
or-
Just play it? And
no, it'll
hits-
go, can you transcribe this? You can do a lot of shortcuts like that.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. There's a lot of like hacks and stuff. You can go on producthunt.com or the Product Hunt app. You'll probably find
Hunt
Hunt.
with an H.
Sorry, producthunt.com or Product Hunt app, and you'll probably find a lot of different. What they do is they show competitors too. Of if you want to, like, I'm looking for an app that does this, it'll give you the competitors too. The other one is alternative2.net, not .com, .net. That's one that's strictly just put in any app that you want to find competitors for otter.ai, and that'll show you like it's basically like kind of Reddit crowdsource, like this one's good, this one died, it'll show you all the options, basically user generated. If we have any pragmatic advice on this podcast, that's pretty much it.
Yeah. App stuff.
Yeah, why not? We live in an app world.
It's good. I like it.
Get
I want
apps
to check
out.
it out. We need to figure out an alternative for otter.ai.
Well, all right, we'll bring it to the pod next time. I think that's good.
You want to call it? Okay.
We're calling it. Yeah, we're right there.
What about my sweat equity?
SweatEquityPod.com.
Sweat equity.
Share this.
Sweat equity.
Rate,
My
review.
sweat equity. My sweat equity.
Tell people about it.
What about my sweat equity?